Hi everyone, I recently cleaned out my car and I thought it would be nice to show you a little decluttered car tour. I live in the city, so I always park on the street. It's been a bit of a practice in learning what things you think you need and what things you actually need. Now that we don't have a driveway, I find that it's not much of a problem and we don't have to shovel snow out of a driveway. Okay, here we are. This is just a package that I need to return to Amazon, so I have it in the seat right now because I'm going to take that by the UPS store that's near my office on Monday. This little container, all it has in it is the USB plug where I plug in my iPhone while I'm driving to charge it and also to connect it to the stereo. And that can close up if I'm not using it, but I use it all the time. As you can see, there are all these little compartments where a lot of times people will keep spare change. I don't like to keep change in there for a couple of reasons. One, it looks kind of cluttered, and two, it is a bit of an incentive for someone to break into your car. I know that sounds crazy because it's just a bit of change, but a lot of times when you're parked in the city, the people who are breaking into your car are drug addicts who are not necessarily in their right frame of mind, and they're really desperate to grab anything they can see, so you don't want anything in your car that might entice them. My mother's car was broken into recently, and they did actually take all of her change. Instead, I keep my quarters in this little pouch in my glove compartment. It is nice to still have quarters with you for things like the car wash or parking meters. Most parking meters in the city take credit cards now, but occasionally you will still need quarters for one of them. So I think that just keeps life a little bit simpler and more convenient if I have those on me. So the only other things in my glove box are my owner's manual with my registration, proof of insurance, and everything folded up inside it, and my sunglasses. These are the Prada Baroque sunglasses. And yes, I am wearing leggings that are not in my capsule wardrobe. These are part of my loungewear. I'm most definitely filming this in my pajamas on a Sunday morning because I do not have a lot of time to do a video this weekend. I like to keep a specific pair of sunglasses in my car because I always wear them in the car, and that way I don't have to worry about not having them when I'm driving or needing to put them back in my bag or forgetting them in the car or any of that stuff. I just have car sunglasses and bag sunglasses. I also have just a little microfiber cloth in here that came with. And I really like this box because you can just open it up from here and reach in and pull out the sunglasses. So it's super convenient. And then the only other things I have up here are right in here I have an umbrella, and over here I have napkins that I keep from restaurants and stuff. I definitely don't ever want to keep more than this amount, but I feel good about having these because if I do have some kind of a spill or whatever in my car, I feel like I'm prepared to handle it. And then it also allows you to blow your nose or wipe off your hands or whatever you might need them for. So as you can see, there is nothing in the back seat, nothing in this little compartment or anything like that. I do have a hatchback, which I think are so much better than cars with trunks. I think they look better, they're easier to access, and because of this, you can actually cover up everything that's back there, which of course reduces the likelihood of being broken into. I know it sounds like I talk about being broken into a lot. I do think about it because I live in the city, but it is worth noting that I've lived in the city and parked my car on the street for about 5 years, and I've never been broken into, parking on the street every single day. So, for what that's worth. Back here I have my snow scraper. In the winter this will be in the back seat of the car probably, just for easier access. I have this little blanket. I'm thinking about replacing that with one like the one we have in Ryan's car that's smaller, so that's temporary. These are another set of car rugs. And they came with the car, and I was told that I should keep them because it would improve the price I could get when I sold it again. I don't know how much I believe that, but for now they're not taking up space, so I just decided to keep them. I have spark plugs out here because there's no place underneath to store them. I do have my spare tire and jack and everything is built in storage in the car under here, but there wasn't built in for these. And I think it's really important to have spark plugs with you because if you do need to jump your car, it's hard enough to find a stranger and have them help you, but it's definitely hard to find a stranger who also has spark plugs. So one time when I had an old car, I had an old battery in it over the winter, so it was cold, and so my battery was dying about at least once a week. And I got really good at finding strangers to help me jump my car, and I knew exactly how to jump it and all of that, and I had the spark plugs. And that just really taught me the lesson of how that doesn't have to be a big problem for you if you're prepared for it and you know how to handle it. So I definitely want to always have those in my car. And then finally, these are just my canvas bags. I use these, of course, when I'm not shopping. I definitely have more here than I need just for like going to Whole Foods or whatever, but I like having them because they're also really good for moving books, heavy things like that. My mom taught me that they work a lot better for moving books than boxes do because they're less likely to break out on you, and it's also a more ergonomic way to carry really heavy things. So I like them for that purpose as well. They're just very multifunctional. I use a canvas bag as my gym bag, and I just find that there's a million ways to use them. So I only keep the ones that spark joy, of course. They're all in this Vera Bradley thing that was a gift a while ago, and I can use it in the same way, of course. I've got the Sloy Dobler one, that was also a gift. Actually, some other gifts are packaged up in that. My AG one. This was some swag back when I worked at Anthropology. They gave us each a pair of jeans as well, and a journal with the logo on it, leather journal. It was pretty sweet. This was a little freebie when I got some Dewey Mugler Angel perfume, and I just think it's cute, and I really love that perfume. So I like kind of fashiony looking canvas bags for whatever reason. This one my mother brought me from the library in France, and it says Je lis là. I read there, which I think is cute. This is just a gray linen one that came with my bedding, my duvet, which is gray linen, came in here. That came with a Book Riot box. It says I read YA. This one is from Forever 21, I think. It says VIP. I think it's kind of funny because it's like a canvas bag, but it says VIP. Kind of love that. This guy I ordered from Society 6, and it's Harry Potter. This is actually like a messenger bag. Like I carried this as a purse for a while when I was in college, but it's fabric, so it works well for this, and it's totally not my style anymore. And then this felt one is from work. I hope you enjoyed that tour, even though it was a bit thrown together. Thank you so much for watching.